Hi, Tammy here. I was inside working, doing some sign work, looking for new jobs and that kind of stuff. And I figured I better go take a break because my brain was just kind of fizzling. I'm doing very well. It's interesting that when Roy is not around me, I am a lot more tired. I think I hijack some of his energy. Or I can come out here and just sit by a big tree and get some energy. I know that all of us aren't built the same way. Some of us just naturally have a lot more energy, and others of us don't. And for the longest time, I felt like I had to beat myself up because I wasn't performing at the standards of everybody else around me. Learning about human design, I know that that's probably some people's thinking that, oh, it's just an excuse, it's just a reason for you to not be the way that you need to be or whatever. And that's fine. I really don't care. You think what you want to think. But finding something that kind of helps me understand myself better is always a plus in my book. I know I may have talked about this a little bit in the past. If you want a definition or a better understanding of human design, you're probably better off just going and looking it up yourself. And I mentioned her before, Karen Curry Parker. She does a great job of explaining it and explaining the different types of people. And I guess you could it's a little bit more intricate than astrology because it doesn't just base it on one particular thing, the sign that you were born in and all that kind of stuff. It does take into account the time and the place that you were born, but it incorporates all these other aspects as well. It's interesting to discover being a particular type of person and the way that you function best when you're true to who you actually are. So for me, I mentioned it before, I'm what's considered a projector, or she calls it an orchestrator. So my role in the world is to help others to see the issues, see the problems, or see a solution, and they share that solution. But it's only when I've been invited or when somebody has asked for my advice or asked for my guidance or wisdom. I know a lot of things about a lot of different things, and for the longest time that really it bothered me. And then I started thinking, you know what, I just learned things to the degree that I feel like I need to, and then that's it. So I'm not an expert in anything. I have a lot of knowledge about like I said, a variety of different things, from working on houses to inner work to how to, artwork, all different kinds of things, technological things, how to work on a computer and that kind of stuff, how to build websites. I know all of these different things because I find something that I'm interested in, and then I just delve in and I learn as much as I can and as much as I want to until I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm moving on to the next thing. Between learning about human design and then doing sacred gifts with Marjane and learning what my sacred gifts are, which knowledge being one of them. I love learning new things. I love learning about cultures and projects, how things work, all of that stuff. How to tile floor, how to change a toilet, seriously, all different kinds of things. How does ChatGPT work? Where does it get its sources? And just all kinds of crazy things. For the longest time, I wondered, what's the purpose of all that? Why am I so adamant about learning all these things? And it wasn't so much me, but those outside of my world wondering, well, why are you doing all these things? Why don't you focus on one thing, get really good at that, and then do something with it? And I came to realize that the reason I do the things that I do is so that I can better help those around me. So it's not because I'm going to particularly use that specific whatever, but I can offer advice to someone else on something that they need help with. And I'm the type of person that if I don't know something, I'm going to tell you, okay, I can't answer that question. I can tell you how to find it, or I can tell you a better place to gain that knowledge, whatever it may be, but I'm not going to, say, yeah, I know how to do this when I don't. I have no problem in saying I don't know something. There are so many things I don't know. And so many things that I want to learn. Seriously. Sometimes it's overwhelming because where to start? All these things I want to learn. I create a brainstorm dump, and it's, 300,000 things that I want to learn how to do. I see something and I'm like, ooh, I gotta text me. Sorry. So many things that I want to learn how to do. Anyway, knowing that all of that information and all of that knowledge has some purpose, and that purpose being to help others, is a great justification for me to learn more stuff. If I learn more stuff, then I have more stuff to share, right? And it's awesome. It just makes my heart happy that, I have a reason to learn all these different things that I want to learn, and it's to share them with you. So I know that so many people are like, oh, stay focused on YouTube, focus on one thing, create your niche, whatever. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. So I'm going to share what I know. If you have questions about something and I happen to know something about it, then I'll share that with you. When I think of something I'd like to share, I'll share it with you. If it can help you, that's great. Yes, I said this before, there's someday I would, pretty soon, as quickly as possible, I would love to monetize this and be able to make some money on it. I think that's all of our goals, really. Whether we want to admit it or not. People are like, oh, it's altruistic and all. Let's get down to the brass nuts here. Let's just be honest and say the truth, okay? The truth is that, yes, I'd like to be able to make money on this. But I'm looking like, I would love to, and actually I'm looking into it, like creating sweatshirts and t-shirts and shit like that, has quotes that I say or that, mean something to me. And, doing stuff like that. I'm sign up for that Buy Me a Coffee thing. I don't really know what that is, but I've seen it on a couple of different things. And so what the heck, I'll just sign up for it. I do think I'm going to create a Patreon because I love the idea of having specific videos for people who are interested in that type of thing and having them someplace that's not just the general public. So I'm definitely doing that. And that's someplace where we'll probably keep like more detailed videos about, like what we're doing, working on the house, or we're working on the school bus, or, more business things that we're working on. Not so much just everyday stuff. Because then that way, if it's something that you want to learn more about, there's a place that you can go to find that information. I will probably share a couple of those videos on here with YouTube. But I don't know that that's going to be the bulk of what I share. I want to be able to create a place that you guys enjoy coming, that you enjoy, hanging out with me, and that you enjoy information that I share. And, if there's something in particular that you want to learn about that I happen to know about, I would love to be able to share that information. So, trying to get organized. Organization and structure are not my sacred gifts by any means. So I'm trying to create a system that works for me, that is not too confusing for somebody else to come in and help me later on down the road. Like my granddaughter wants to help me. And I'm sure if she jumped into where my brain is right now, she would be so thoroughly lost. Oops. And it's funny because I have all of these system programs. Like one in particular, ClickUp, I absolutely adore. It's all colorful. It has all these different places for me to put things. It's just trying to organize it in a way that's makes sense, that I can use, you know, going forward. Yeah, not so good at that. Still, again, I'm learning, so we'll move forward with that. Anyway, I sort of got off to rambling there. If you stuck around, thanks. I appreciate it. If there's something that you would like to have me talk about, or something that you would like to learn more about what I know, ask me questions, because if I know something about it, then obviously I can share about it. But I know so many different things that it's difficult for me to be able to tell you, oh yeah, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, because there's so much. My main thing is encouraging you to step out of your box, to become more comfortable with doing things that you want to do. So encouragement, motivation, inspiration, those are my main reasons for creating this and moving forward with this. Not so much telling you the different things that I know and that, you know, I can teach you. Moreover, helping you to stay on track with what you want to do, get on track with whatever it is that you want to do, you know, moving forward and not being stagnant, not staying stuck, and not staying in that little box that you feel like you're in. Because trust me, I know what that's like, and it does not feel good. So I know I've kind of rambled. If you stuck it out, fantastic. If you like this content, please, you know, subscribe, do the little notification bell and all that kind of stuff. You know, like the video, and come back and hang out with me. If you have any questions or anything that you want to know more about, please give me a comment. Let me know what it is you'd like to talk about, what it is that you'd like to learn more about. Sorry, GCs. Hey, GC. Yeah, meow. What? Sorry. Squirrel. Only it's a cat. Anyway, talk to you later. Have a great day. And don't forget, guys, live life adventurously. Bye.